Welcome to MUN 101 Crisis Committees, the most fun part of MUN, at least if you ask me. A crisis is a fast-paced simulation that tests your speed, strategy and creativity under pressure. Unlike standard committees, a crisis is constantly changing. Facts shift, events unfold over real time, and every action you do has consequences. Your decisions directly shape the story that you are writing together with every other delegate and the chairs during the committee. In a crisis committee, delegates represent individuals, not countries. Each has its own powers, resources, interests and limits. A crisis committee has a whole crisis team working behind the scenes to send regular updates on what is happening in the scenario. Delegates must react quickly and coherently to these updates. Your main tool as a delegate is the directive, a short written order describing what your character takes as an action. Directives can also be written jointly with other delegates using your combined powers. It should be clear, specific and realistic, explaining what actions you take, how, with what resources, and what goals you aim to achieve this action. Directives aren't essays, they're instructions. For example, I order the Ministry of Defense to deploy 500 troops to secure border crossings following rising violence in order to make sure no foreign actor tries to cross the border. Directives can either be written on paper or digitally. At MUN 2025, we use a dedicated webpage called Master of Disaster for you to write all directives and send them to the backroom. When you have sent your directive, the crisis team will discuss your and all other delegates' directives in the so-called backroom and discuss what is going to happen next. They do this while you are still debating and negotiating in the so-called front room. Once the backroom has decided on what happens next, they send updates on how the scenario has developed, either by sending notifications or if something very, very special happens, they'll come in and announce it in person, and maybe even play out the scenario. Crisis committees are always very fun, dynamic, and kind of stressful. Every MUN delegate should try crisis at least once. To succeed in crisis, stay calm, think fast, and keep your character consistent. Work with others, adapt to new developments, and use directives wisely to shape the crisis